Hello, everyone. Grace, Reverend Fathers, Sisters, Dr. Schinken, Dr. Duquette, Dr. Erb, faculty and staff, students, parents, alumni, honored guests, and fellow graduates. Fortunately for you all, the rumors are not true, and I will not be having a guitar at this speech, but I would like to say right off the bat, like any good Oscar acceptance speech, that I am just a representative of one. Any one of these graduates very much deserves to be up here speaking to you today. I'm just here to tell you how great they are. I wanted to speak today in order to show how I came to appreciate this school and my fellow students in my own way, about a certain life lesson, I suppose, that I learned here at my sort of tumultuous but abundantly fruitful years at Seat of Wisdom College. And that lesson is one that the ancient Israelites experienced in the Old Testament when exiled to Babylon. It is the way that appreciation grows for the good that you've had when one is just temporarily cut off from it. When I first came to Seat of Wisdom from the US in 2021, certain measures were still in full swing on the border, and it made just getting to the school a bit of a challenge. But I was instantly met with a wave of all that would make me love Seat of Wisdom in my first year. So both the Dean of Students and the Associate Dean of Students were there to pick us up and drive us over 6 hours to Barry's Bay. I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. That like what other college in the world would treat its students so well? To have the Dean and Associate Dean come and like be their chauffeur, basically. And as I continued to live the life of a Seat of Wisdom student, I was never happier. The integral nature and the complete centrality of Catholic culture, the challenging and engaging classes, the music, of course, and especially the people who were around me. I think that anyone of this graduating class would agree that our year is an exceptional one. And I was so happy, and I felt unbelievably fortunate and blessed to be surrounded by people who were some of the easiest people for me to become fast friends with, and who I counted myself lucky just to be able to know, much less see every day and count as friends. What a tremendous blessing it is that a place like Seat of Wisdom exists that brings such incredible Catholic people together. One thing I also noticed as I lived here, and anyone who talked to me then or now would know this, that being in Canada, a country which is not my own, made me realize just how much I love my own country. It caused me to become quite outspoken about that love, and appreciate my home in Ohio so much more than I'd ever before. I was over the moon just to cross the border back to the US when Christmas break came. And this was a feeling of love from a time of separation that would prefigure things to come. This is where my story sort of separates from many of my fellow graduates here, as I was unable to return back to the college from break due to complications at the border. I was cut off from the place that I so dearly loved, and I longed for my friends and the campus life every single day I was away, and continuing with online classes. And having done the class online, I would like to extend a special acknowledgement to the brave souls graduating who have accompanied me, though I suppose you could more properly say I accompanied them in the difficult setting of online classes. So Robert Martin, Emily Baker, Daniel DeMario. I think, me personally, only doing one semester was hard enough. You guys are heroes for sticking to the online setting and making it all the way to the end. Once again, in the fall semester, border regulations kept me away from campus, but I was able to return in the winter of that year. I was honestly kind of nervous to go back to a place I had missed so much, and the people that I hadn't seen in a year. And I was truly overwhelmed when the school community welcomed me back with such warm and loving arms, bringing me back like I had never left, and even saying that I was missed as well. Aww. For that, I will always, always be extremely grateful, and I saw with new eyes just how special this place is. Coming back, I was again living the dream, finally fully reunited to the college. My sense of being the luckiest guy ever only grew in the reunions with the people and places and customs. Seeing all the people I knew from the year before in different settings, having changed over time, it let me get to know them even more, and I was so thrilled to do so. I would go back to my house every day, excited just to be able to talk to the guys in my house when they were forced to spend time there after curfew hit. Talking late into the night, and I would go to bed thinking how great it is that I was going to be able to see and talk to all my incredible fellow classmates and schoolmates when the next day came, and to be greeted with a smile by people saying, "Hello, John," and to know all the people on campus's names and just like be able to reciprocate that greeting to anyone. And the beauty and the uniqueness of that community aspect became abundantly clear to me on coming back to it. Now that I'm here in my third year, I was finally able to spend a full academic year at the college, and I look back with my wonderful fellow graduates on our time spent here. I can't talk about all the times that we had, and I don't know things quite as well as they do, having missed some, but I can say for certain that I love this school. With its tight-knit houses, long talks about anything and everything with anyone, music nights and dances, when I went to them. Also when I went to them. Quote boards, house parties, and school trips. And yes, of course, because I did do a little bit of schoolwork at the college. The wonderful classes and the incomparable professors. The term papers and exams, and the perpetual vigil kept at St. Augustine Study Hall. This school is a gift from God. It has been so for myself, and I know it has been so for my fellow graduates. We all, I think, can fully agree that our time here has been a time of growth. This year, I've often talked to my fellow third years about how different we are and how well we know each other compared to our first year here, and especially of how we are all so much better for the time we have been given at this truly blessed place. God put us here for a reason, and He knows the plans He has for us. Plans to prosper us, not to harm us. Plans to give us hope for the future. As we move on to that future, some to other pursuits, others to the fourth year, I pray that we will keep it always in mind, the gift that the school is, and use the gifts we have been given here for God's work and for His kingdom. I love you all very much. I will sorely miss you all. You're all the most awesome people ever. Thank you.